morning, listeners, all of my family, my grandbaby, Ruby and Virginia. I know you all in Atlanta with the other country. Hello to all of my in-laws, and my in-laws, and in-laws, sisters, and also to Anna, William, and also to all the Merry Christmas to you all. And we are here at the station. I know I'm supposed to be in Canada, right? But it's so bad. The temperatures drop below 50. So I'm not going through around those mountains and slide off the cliff in my car. So I decided to stay here with y'all, right? And since listening to you all here, we are so excited about what's going on here at Alton Park Development Corporation with all the renovations that are going on in the building for the community. We are now in our new renovated radio station room. We now in blue. So it is amazing now that when you walk into the radio station, there is a, what we call, I guess you could call a waiting room for all of our visitors and guests. And we are now inside a closed inside of a booth where we can have all the privacy. But we can see you because there's a window and the people out there that are looking and they can see us as well. So it has been an honor and a privilege to lead this organization to do some of the great things here at this historic Honeywood Elementary School. We just had an amazing gala last weekend where we recognized seven amazing human beings with the Humanitarian Award Gala. I want to thank all of the humanitarians for what they do every day. They just wake up doing this for at least 10 years. They have sowed seeds into this community to better the lives of others. And the county commission for giving us the opportunity to have an amazing facility for this community. And I will tell them over and over every time I get on the radio because they need to hear it, and other people need to hear how blessed we are by the blessings that they share with us by giving us the seed money, the $450,000 that has went into this building, and we're still working on it. I will just update you and tell you, you all know about the heating and air. Now, this is the day when it's 5 degrees outside, and nobody wants to be outside. Not even the dogs want to be outside. It's so cold. But we are in here in the old historic Pinewood building with good heat and it's so warm and cozy in here. We walked through the building. We went around to our event hall. It's nice and warm throughout this building. It is just a beautiful blessing just to have heat, just to have heat. I woke up this morning, I was thinking, it is cold in here because we normally keep it cold. And I went and turned some heat on. So it was really great to be able to just go click a button, turn it on, and get warm right away. And so I want to again thank the commissioners for giving us that generous contribution to help this center, which is helping mankind. We are doing amazing work out here. We have, like I said, a thrift store. I want to also thank the Goodwill industry because we have partnered with the Goodwill industry. If you are 55 and older and you need a job, you can work with us because the Goodwill is partnered with us through the SEP or SESEP program. They pay you for coming out here and working. So we have 9 positions open. We have retail positions open. We have administrative positions open. We have receptionist positions open. And we have janitorial, groundskeeping positions open because we want the community when they come into this facility to be greeted and to be shown where to go. And we want a clean building. We want a clean facility. We want our grounds kept up outside. And so if you're 55 and older, they will pay you. You just go fill out an application. The location is on Preservation Drive, which is right off of Bunny Oak, 6401 Preservation Drive. And ask to speak with Ms. Jenkins or Ms. Hickenbotham. They will get you the application and you can fill that out and say, hey, I want to go work with Dr. Woods over at the Pinewood, historic Pinewood Elementary School, now the Chattanooga Civic Center at Mountainside. And so we are excited about that opportunity and that partnership with them. And we're going to be forming other partnerships, and we have other partnerships. I want to thank some of our generous donors for this event that we just had, Erlanger Hospital. We want to thank the Hamilton County GOP for donating and purchasing tickets and tables. Of course, again, our commissioners that came out for reaching in their pocket even more to support this wonderful facility. Um, EPB for your generous donation. Public Education Foundation for your generous donation. Taylor Funeral Home for your generous contribution and for purchasing a table for this event. We had humanitarian donors. We had just all levels, silver, gold, bronze sponsorships. And so we did very well for this event. We'll tally it up. We're still collecting funds from various people and organizations. But I just can't thank people like Erlanger Hospital and others who were very generous in their donation with keeping up the tradition of giving back to the city and the county of Hamilton County so that our lives can enhance other people's lives. And so that's what it's all about. Giving people a hand up, helping the downtrodden, helping the folks who just need a helping hand, and giving back to them so that they can do better in life. And that's what we're all about here at Alton Park Development Corporation. We have been here since 1998. We cleaned up a whole city. I tell people all the time in 1965, Walter Cronkite declared that Chattanooga was the dirtiest city in the nation. And so we had to do something about it. And Alder Park Development Corporation was formed, and we cleaned up the creek, the air, the soil, and we still have a long way to go, but we may be maybe 5%, 10% away from getting it where we want it to go. So thanks for all of our founding members, all the folks who came before me, who showed us I stand on. And thank you for all the leaders in the past that have kept this organization together. I want to give a big thank you out to Mr. George Calhoun, my immediate past president, George Ricks, who was also the president at one time also. And we've just been blessed to have great leaders to come before me and do the things that need to be done for this community. Sharon Kelly, if you're out there and you hear my voice, I want to thank you for the things that you did while you served as president here at Alton Park Development Corporate. Deborah Maddox, who was one of our executive directors for a long time, and Jerry Spring, who was also an executive director here with Alton Park Development Corporation. Thank all of you, all of our community leaders, our mayors, for investing and believing in this community, all of our city council, our county commissioners who believe in what we're doing out here and continue to believe in what we're doing. I'd like to thank Mayor Kelly for the beautiful proclamations that we were able to give to our awardees, our honorees on Saturday, December the 17th. Thank you for blessing them with those proclamations, declaring that day their day. And if I left off anybody, it was definitely not intentional. We have some great people that work with us here at this organization. Um, Cassandra Weidman, who is the vice president of this organization, thank you for all you do to make my life amazing as the president, for having a shoulder that I can stand on and cry on sometime as well. Gil, thank you for all that you do every day here at the facility to make us all feel pretty good about walking in and having someone to call when we need something. You were here this morning. Thank you for that. We have wonderful engineers on staff to keep this radio station going every day and throughout the week, and especially bringing us live all around the world through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Um, and we just thank you, Michael Slyman, Dr. Slyman, who is our marketing director, who brought us out of the dark ages. We were just on the radio. I mean, not just on the radio, but we were just on the tuner. And he brought us out of the dark into the digital age. And now you can see us Anywhere in the world. If you've got internet, you can just go to WPTP 1001fm.com and you can see us live and hear us live 24/7. You can go to YouTube. We store all of our stories and all of our shows broadcasted here. Any show you want to watch, you can go back and find it because they're stored there. So it's just been an awesome and amazing opportunity for us here at WPTP Radio to bring you into the fold of what's going on around this wonderful city and county, and to give people the opportunity to showcase what they're doing in this city and county. So I just want to say thank you to our staff, our team, our amazing team. Robin Rhodes, who just recently joined us as one of our engineers. He's an amazing person. He graduated from Chat State. He's got all kind of little credentials and all kinds of things and certifications. He's done a little bit of everything. So I want to thank you, Robin, for what you are bringing to our radio station with your experience and your education. William Green, for what you do when you're here at the radio station. We thank you as well. And that brings us to our segment for today. I have with me Miss Vanita Rose, who is a fashion designer. She went to college. She does all kinds of stuff with fashion. She graduated from what MTSU. Come on, tell us
Yes.
a little bit about you and your background before we get into what you got going on the 31st.
Yes. So I am a graduate of Middle Tennessee State University. I graduated with a degree in fashion merchandising with a minor in entrepreneurship. I'm a stylist and a designer.
Okay,
So,
my bad, stylist. You know, you got to be correct when you name these
yeah.
people, give them titles. Yes.
But I'm also I creatively produce. I organize backstage. Typically, what people know me as is I organize backstage for fashion shows. I'm the director of fashion of the Music, Fashion, and Arts Foundation based out of Chattanooga. I'm also a fashion curator of Spunk Magazine. I work backstage on commercials. I was recently featured in a commercial, Shirley Drink Shirley ad. Um,
I
yeah,
saw that commercial.
yes.
It is not only is it funny, but it shows not only your creativity, what you can do, it just showcased the brilliance in that. And I just enjoy watching it. Maybe we can show that. We can send it to our engineers and they can show it. Uh, Maybe after we go off the air or something, maybe we can show that at the end so that people can see what you got going on in your life.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you. I've known Benita since she was a little girl, probably 2 or 3 years old. I don't know. I mean,
Very long ago.
she is. I like to consider her my niece,
Yeah.
and her mom is my sister.
Mhm.
We're both Alpha Kappa Alpha women. She and her brother have been a part of my life and my children's life. They've grown up as cousins and sisters and brothers, and I've just watched you transform from a little girl, like a little girl, into this blossomed, beautiful woman with so much pizzazz and style and creativity. I'm just so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I really am proud of you. And I want God, everybody that comes here, I've said it before, everybody that comes on this radio station
Mm,
get a huge blessing. It's something about the air here at WPTP. It's
mhm,
something about the air here. And I know the air is all God driven, it's divine energy. And when people come on here, uh, their world changes.
mm,
So you're going to get this big breakthrough. I don't know what it is, but you're gonna get a big breakthrough, and I'm just gonna wait on that. It's happening now, but something is going to happen. I don't know, you're gonna get a phone call, something's gonna happen. You're seen all around the world today
mm,
while you're on your radio station. It's not just on 100.1 FM, which you can turn your radio station and listen to us, but people are seeing you and watching you all over. They may be in Africa,
mm,
they may be in Chicago, New York. We've had people call in from all over the world to ask questions here.
mm,
Which, by the way, our call-in number is area code 423-713-7614. If you have a question, about anything we're talking about today, or you want to talk about something or give us some information about what you're doing, please feel free to call in and let us know what you got going on, or ask our guests, or who we have on today, what's happening with their big event. So we know a little bit about you now
Yeah.
and your background. Tell us about this event you're having on December the 31st called Punk Renaissance. What is Punk Renaissance? Where'd y'all get that name?
So kind of were inspired by one of the pieces that the designer, Juanita Montgomery, she's gonna be showcasing. And when we looked at it, it was the merge of like the edginess of the punk era with the romanticism of the Renaissance era. And so we wanted to merge those two worlds together to create this beautiful like experience with just both of those like lace and tartan and berets and all these different types of
Wow.
things, horses merged together with the calligraphy on clothes, which is specialty of Juanita Montgomery. So we that's what we decided to do. Punk Renaissance, it's a fashion experience. It's gonna be a 45-minute runway show, in between the 7 to 8 o'clock hour, but it isn't a complete and from start to finish 45 minutes. It's gonna be a 20-minute and then break and then 20 minutes again. But it starts off from 6 to 9, so you come in and you get yourself into the experience. You can get some cocktails, go to the
Ooh,
line.
cocktail.
Yes,
Oh,
we have some specialty
I can't drink,
cocktails.
y'all. I know I'm on
Um,
medicine.
we have some specialty cocktails that we're making for the actual show. It's, one is gonna be the discombobulated, the punk renaissance, and then taste and see. So those are the 3 specialty cocktails for the day of the event. We are also having non-apparel vendors, so Bronze Visionary has decided to come on, and we have 2 other young women local, vendors that are gonna be showcasing at our event as well. Um, then we have, well, during the non-apparel vendor market, there'll be press there, Spunk Magazine will be there to interview.
WPTP,
WBTP
we
will
gonna be
definitely be
there?
in the building.
Are we gonna be in the building?
Absolutely,
We gonna do something?
absolutely. We have
Yes.
we would love to broadcast live as best possible, on site, to interview the designer and some of the people who are organizing the event, like myself and Taylor Maddox, and also Damien, Kyle, who is our choreographer and third partner in our business. Um, the and then it's gonna be the from the 7 to 8 o'clock hour of the show, and then from 8 until close, we'll be mingling, and so that everybody can go after the show to go wherever they want to go for New Year's and have fun, be with family, or go out to parties or whatever you wanna do. So,
Wow.
yeah. Mhm,
Woo! And you know what, y'all? This is gonna happen December the 31st at 1404 Howard Street. How big is that capacity? How many people can come in
we have a 200 per unit,
there?
but
200. Okay, you
yes.
all. 200.
Yeah.
This is
We
New
want everybody
Year's Eve, and you know you wanna party and have a good time on
to
New Year's Eve.
mhm,
So this would be a great way, to sow seeds back into our youth, our young people. They're doing things. I mean, y'all replacing us. Y'all like, "Go on now, go on." Y'all done had your time, and I love it. I love it because, we always say, "Oh, Lord, what are we gonna do with this generation of children? Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord, have mercy." And then something happens. You come along, and we see this spectacular event about to show down, to go on, and it's amazing what you all are doing. It is amazing, like, it's on another level, like, we always thought we were really smart. I mean, we are smart. We are, we did, we came through some rough times, and we made it,
mhm, absolutely.
and you all are in a whole 'nother, I call it, a whole 'nother season, a whole 'nother, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but you all have some things that you have to navigate through that we did not have to navigate through.
Yes.
And so when you all perform at this level and do something this great on this level of magnitude, it just warms my heart because I know that the world is gonna be all right.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Mhm,
gonna be okay. We had doubtful moments now, but the world is gonna be okay because we have the Vanitas of the world and all of her business partners who are very professional at what they do. And I just want to say thank you for giving us hope
Mhm.
so that we can sit down somewhere
Mhm.
and sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor
Mhm.
that we have put into you all.
Oh,
And we thank you for your hard work because some of you all have did a whole lot of stuff on your own, and it hasn't taken a whole lot from your parents or loved ones. And I want to thank you for having the motivation, the self get up and go about yourself to move forward, to move forward and to make a life for yourself. And I'm extremely excited. Vanita and her group. What was the name of the group that had their? We did a. You all used our event hall to
yeah.
practice. What was that group?
MFA, the Music, Fashion, and Arts Foundation,
Are
and
they going to be part of this
just
MFA?
they're a community partner for us, so they will be a part of the show and the showcase. So they'll probably be running like the door and things like that, but they'll be yes. But we do have an artist that was featured in MFA, Swaybo.
Yes.
He's going to be performing as a musician because our show intertwines music, passion, and dance.
Wow. And we love Swaybo. Swaybo,
Yes.
wherever you are, hello. You don't have to be a stranger. You need to come on WPTP. Let us feature you. I think you've been on here before.
Mhm.
He's been on here
Yes,
before.
he came.
We want you to come on and do some entertainment.
Mm,
Bring your saxophone that you play so well and eloquently, and give our listening audience some of that Suevo.
mm.
Um, he plays with my has played with my son-in-law, Marche.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Marche is married to my daughter, Autumn, and they performed. They
Mhm,
performed at our gala,
mhm,
and I mean, these young people are doing it.
mhm.
And the wild stuff that we like. We put our hands over our heads. We're like, don't do that, don't do that, don't say that, don't say that. They have some very good laid back mellow music that they were playing the night of the gala, and I was like, how old are they? Well, who they mama? And it just warmed my heart to see the young people reaching back and enjoying flavor from the 80s and 90s and maybe a little bit of the 70s and 60s and just really getting into it, you know. And our music was good too. I mean, don't push us back now. We had some good music. But you all have some great music too. And I like when you combine the two
Oh, yeah.
of the flavors and it makes y'all gotta come up with a new it's gotta be another type of genre of music.
Oh, yeah.
You combine old school with the new stuff and you combine it and make it mellow. That's gotta be another genre. You gotta come up with a name for it. Y'all
Mhm.
be thinking about that new genre of music. But when you all do it, you all do it so well. So we know we got soul, hip hop, country, bluegrass, um, rap, country. We got all kinds of genre of music. It's time for a new genre. It's when the old school get with the new school and make a new genre of music. What we gonna call it, y'all?
Mm.
Oh, did I give it away? All right, y'all. So we got work to do. Um, so this is gonna happen December the 31st. It's called Punk Renaissance. It's a fashion experience. I'm gonna get my tickets today. In fact, if you call in today while we are on the radio, the first 5 callers, the first 5, Dr. Woods is gonna pay for your ticket. The first 5 callers that call in will get a $40 ticket. That's $200.
Yeah.
Woo, okay, $200. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I the first 5, you gotta call while we're on the air. The first 5 callers, we have a free ticket for you on New Year's Eve, December the 31st, to go see Punk Renaissance, which is a fashion experience showcasing fashion by Juanita Montgomery.
Mm.
And by the way, I think you're wearing this. Is it called Discombobulated?
Yes, it is. It's called Discombobulated, the brand, um, and I am wearing one of her jackets. Yep.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about this so our audience while
Mm.
you hold, just kind of explain why it's called Discombobulated.
So, Juanita actually told me the story, and she was better able to speak about it, but, she was at work one day, and, she was speaking to one of the one of her coworkers, and she was wearing actually one of her pieces, and he was like, "Oh, well, you make me so," and he stutters, and she was like, Discombobulated," and so he, she really gravitated towards the word, and so on every piece, it says discombobulated. So it has it calligraphy on clothes, and some of them are specialty pieces like this one. This is a 423 piece, so this is actually commemorating the city, Chattanooga.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but every piece is one of a kind, upcycle fashion, also completely created. Some of them are completely created from scratch. And yep, everything is a specialty designed by her. She was an artist by trade. So um, her first love and first art form is actual visual, physical and digital art. So she actually does paint, and she paints on clothing, and so she calls it calligraphy on clothes, which is really, really dope.
I was so impressed when I saw the jacket. I was like, "Ooh, I gotta have me one of those." So
Mhm.
I'm gonna buy me one of those discombobulated jackets
Oh,
because
yeah.
it is cool. I mean, it's leather,
Mhm.
and I need me a leather jacket. I wanna be cool too. I wanna be discombobulated look.
Yeah, she specializes in business wear, so she'll have the calligraphy on business wear, and so it's taking the classiness of the business to edginess of, like, just being, like, the street style, so it kind of, like,
Wow.
merges both of them. But she also has, like, trench coats, rain jackets. Now she has, like, jumpsuits and bomber jackets and
And
all
we can
different
see
types
this
of things.
that night on the
Oh,
31st.
absolutely. Her new line is
Wow,
actually gonna be showcased at the actual, event that nobody has seen. So, it's gonna be a brand
wow.
new, never before seen.
You all now,
Yep.
you know we've got to support these young folk.
Mhm.
These young adults are doing things, and we always talk about these people in New York and their fashion, and we buying all kind of Michael Kors and all these other fashion designers. We have some of the most talented fashion designers, and I know Tony Foster featured one on his show. He's big time,
Mm.
and he's been on our show right out of Chattanooga, and so we have got to support our own. And that's what WPTP 100.1 FM is all about, is making sure that we do our part in supporting entrepreneurs from this community and telling you all about what's going on in the city and county where you live, keeping you informed and keeping you engaged and educated about our own town. And so if you want to support some young folk, young adults, at what they do with fashion and give Miss Juanita Montgomery an opportunity to showcase her fashion. Come out, buy some people. If we want to buy some of her outfits, do you have a website that we can go to?
I'm going all the way, is her gallery. So it's I'm going all the way .com, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then if you wanna buy tickets, you can go to, seeus.co, so SIIUS.co, and we are on Instagram at SIIUS.co. So we want everyone to see us. That's the reason why it is.
Absolutely. And you know we're gonna have to have you back on the show
Oh, yeah, yeah,
with Miss Juanita Montgomery
as
and
well
your
as my business
crew,
card. Yes,
so that we
collaborating.
can highlight you all as a team
Yeah.
and keep you all relevant,
Oh, yeah.
because what you don't wanna do is have a show
Mhm.
and then nobody knows nothing about
Oh, yeah.
Juanita and, your fashion, uh, uh, company,
Mhm.
and then people will forget.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about repetition, repetition, repetition till they be like, "God, what is this discombobulated?
Mhm.
Who are these people? Who is Miss Benita? Who is this woman?"
Yes.
And so our thing is to
That's
keep
our promo
you
video.
now, who is this person that we're looking at now?
That's our promo video, actually. So that actually showcases our, uh what we're promoting for our event. It has a couple of our pieces in it, and then that's our banner for our show. We have a billboard on Gun Barrel, by the Walmart I mean, by the Target, so if you're passing by Target, you'll see our billboard out there. But yeah.
Wow. So are there any sponsors besides WPTP Radio 100.1 FM? Are there any sponsors that we need to give some credit to while we're on the show because we're all about making sure that when people sow seeds into people, which is what we're all about. We're a nonprofit organization that people know who's sowing seeds into our community so that if they have a business, people will support them. So,
Absolutely.
who are some of the people we need to give a shout out to for sowing seeds into your business?
Our community partners, MFA, the Music Fashion and Arts Foundation, New Art New Good is constantly promoting us. Also, the Queen Love Model and Talent Agency, which I'm head of management on, we're using it, like 7 of our models in the show,
Yeah,
which is awesome. They're always constantly supporting, promoting it. And then also Edwin and LaShawn, the fashion bloggers, they are um, amazing. They hosted our soft launch to our company and our event. Um, Also Renee for um, that does insurance. She actually is sponsoring our event as well. Um,
awesome.
yeah, WPTP.
WPCP is in the house.
Yes, which is amazing. Taylor Maddox, mother and father, thank you for both of them. They're also helping us out.
Okay.
Family support is great. Um, Humanite, the advertising agency, Tommy and Dan, they both have been wonderful, and also Jonathan Huff, they've been wonderful in assisting us, and they actually sponsored the building for us so that we
Wow.
could utilize our studio space in order to throw our show. It's amazing, and honestly, we're so grateful for them because we were struggling to find a space, and they just because we work on set with them, they believed in us, and they wanted to before we even told them what we were doing, they saw it in us and wanted to just help, um,
Yes,
and they don't know how incredibly, grateful we are for them,
that is
and
amazing.
yeah,
Anybody else? Who else?
um, well, personally, I would like to thank my business partner, Taylor Maddox, and then, um Damien and Kyle, both of them have been huge supports, and if this wasn't so impromptu, then I would have them on the show with me, but yeah, both of them are incredible and have been grinding right beside me. We're up until 2 AM making props, um, almost every night for the past week, so this show is gonna absolutely be incredible.
Wow.
So, yeah, thank
Well,
you.
I'm just so, overwhelmed with joy right now
Yes.
because I see the work that you have put into your career and those other young people who are working with you. Um, and I just know something's gonna pop.
Mm,
You keep doing something, uh, and you're determined, you have a goal, and you have a vision and your mission, then something's gonna pop because people say, just pray, just pray.
mm,
Well, and just have faith. They'll say, just have faith. Faith without works is dead. But I
absolutely.
see the work that you're putting behind it with the faith,
Mhm,
and God rewards that. So I just want to personally say to you that I wish you the best that life has to offer you and your partners. And I hope to see you on the big screen one day.
mm, thank
And
you.
and you all don't forget that here at Autumn Park Development Corporation, now, well, historic Pineywood Elementary School,
Mm,
which is the Chattanooga Civic Center at Mountainside. We have my three different names. We have an event hall. When you're doing something for the community, we want to welcome you to use our facility. I want to give you a tour
mhm,
because it has been really updated. It's beautiful, and I'm so proud of it. And like I said, thank you to the Hamilton County Commissioners. They unanimously voted to give us the $450,000 to help us upgrade a school that was built in 1963. It is 48,000 square foot of space. It is a very generous seed dollar amount of money that have allowed us to come in and have shows like this in a nice, warm space. Or if it gets hot, we turn the air on. It was hot this summer, and we were in here cool.
mhm,
And to repair and restore our roofing so that you can walk in the hallways now and not have to have your umbrella up. That was just such an amazing, I think, advance for our organization so that we can offer more to the people. And that's what That's why I say it every Saturday I come on the show. Thank you to those wonderful men, Hamilton County Board of Commissioners. Um, you all are always welcome to come here to get on the show to talk about things that are going on in the county. Um, we have 11 commissioners now. We have a new mayor, Mayor Weston Wamp, and we want to say to all of you, thank you, and those commissioners that were really instrumental. Um, Commissioner Jeter and Commissioner, um, oh gosh, she would kill me. She would kill me right now. Y'all blame it on my brain, not my heart. Sabrina, Lord have mercy. Former Commissioner Sabrina Smedley and Commissioner Jeter. You all are the rock stars of my life because of you and what you were able to do with those other commissioners and the commissioner's heart, the heart that they had to see that this was a worthy cause to vote yes.
Mm.
I want to say thank you. And I call their names out individually because I work with them individually to make this project a reality. And as a whole, I work with all the commissioners. I talked to all of them, I emailed all of them. A couple of them wanted to come in and do a tour because they didn't know where the building was. And I thank all of you. David Sharp, you know, came out here, walked the building, we were able to see what we were dealing with. I thank you for seeing the vision. Any role that anybody has in this becoming a reality for us, we thank you from the bottom of our heart. And I promise you that the result with the funds that we have, you will not be you will not be disappointed.
Mm.
We had our first big event, our gala here last Saturday. The commissioners that were here, they loved the transformation. They saw where their money went. They were pleased, and we have an amazing auditing team with the county. They're responsible for making sure that when we spend this money, that we have all of our documentation, that we have our business in order, that the people that we're paying to do the work are qualified to do the work. That's their job because this is government funding. It's from the American Rescue Plan money that was sent from the President of the United States. We had the COVID um, period, the 2 years of COVID. It was sent to these communities, these marginalized communities that suffered the most to help lift them up. And so that money that we got was well needed, it was well deserved, and we're gonna make sure that the people benefit from what our government has assisted us because of COVID with providing needs for the people, right here in Alton Park, 701 Hooker Road. This is probably one of the most cleaned up communities in the city, and I want everybody to take the stigma off. We get along out here, uh, peaceful out here. Um, we have done so much with changing uh, the atmosphere in this community, from the street life out here, the stores, the neighborhoods. It has gone through a full transformation. We still got a lot of work to do, but that's where you come in. We always take donations here. We are a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. If our engineers could put it on the screen where you can donate. Our website is apdc98.org. You can donate straight there. You can use your PayPal, your Visa, MasterCard, Zelle. You can do a lot of stuff. You can send $1, you can send $1,000,000. Every dollar that you spend is with us is well spent with the community. We are affiliated and are able to give because we are sanctioned by the Secretary of State. Secretary of State Trey Hargar. You can look up our organization, Autumn Park Development Corporation. We're not only in compliance with the federal government, but we're in compliance with the state, and that makes a difference. You have to be compliant with the state to receive funds. That means to gain and solicitate in the state of Tennessee. You have to be registered and filing your reports either on a quarterly or annual basis. So I want to thank again all of the folks that are involved with us, our attorneys, our accountants that keep our paperwork straight, filing our things on time to make sure that we stay relevant in this community and that you can trust us with your money. Um, and I'm just proud of that. I'm very proud of that. So if you go to our website and click on donate, you can donate and you can get specific with it. You can say, I want to donate programs with the youth. I want to donate my money to the renovation project. I want to donate my money to the thrift store or to the dental mercy clinic that we have. I want to donate my money to the computer center. There's just so many different ways that you can donate and you can categorically click what you want your funds to go to, and then it is tax deductible. So your receipt, when you get a printout, is your receipt, and you can turn that into your accountant when you do your taxes, and you won't be charged taxes on that.
Mhm.
So all of your funds that you're giving comes right back to you. So we're just asking that even in this time of the year, this is Christmas, that you consider putting a gift under the tree through our website, apdc98.org. That stands for Autumn Park Development Corporation. 98 is the year we were formed, so we've been around a very long time. We're the only nonprofit community development corporation in the entire county. And so and we are Black operated. We have our partners that are diverse uh, in background. We have white folks, Hispanic folks. Everybody's been a part of Autumn Park Development Corporation in some form or fashion. We don't discriminate. So if you want to be a part of what we do, you just call us or go to our website, send us a message. Our radio station website is WPTP 1001fm.org, and you can listen to us 24/7. We are an all jazz gospel inspiration. And yes, we do have some old school that plays uh, in the evening hours sometimes. For those who like old school music, you can go to our website and click on, and you can also go from our radio website straight to our um, Community Development Corporation website by clicking on APDC from that side. So you can go back and forth and you can donate to WPTP 100.1 FM. We keep you connected. You can come on our show. You can also be a donor to our show. If you like what we do for the community and you want to see us continue to give you the quality of programming that we're providing, you can give us. There's all different levels. And like I said, we take $1 and we take 1,000,000. Anything in between. We'll take over 1,000,000. Whatever you got to give us is
Mhm.
going to be used to better
Mhm.
WPTP radio station, 100.1 FM, and Autumn Park Development Corporation. So please consider giving radio station. You give to us, you give to people like Vanita and her organization, because as you sow into us, we sow into them. And that's what it's all about. Our call in number again, about to get ready to go off the air, is 423 713 7614. And I know it's the end of the year, so I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you and a Happy New Year to you. I want to thank all of my hosts that have been on our station and still on our station for providing us quality radio uh, program. Uh, Tony Boston with the Community Connection and Tea. We have um, Get Your Life podcast. We have God's Loving On. We have The Time Is Now. We have a lot of different, excuse me, we have a lot, excuse me, we have a lot of different shows that come on that educate and inspire and keep you connected. I want to thank all of you for being a part of WPTP Radio. All of you in the past, your shows are still on. Um, and so we thank you. We'll have some more shows coming in 2023. We've had some contracts that we've written, so you'll see more variety on our show. And we also have the American Legion. I want to give a shout out to them as well. They are now tenants in our facility. They do great work. Their whole mission is about children and the veterans. And so we thank them. They made a nice contribution to the gala to support this radio station and Autumn Park Development Corporation. Mr. Mitchell, thank you for what you do for that great organization and your leadership and those that support you. We thank you all for supporting us. And we thank you for being a part of Autumn Park Development Corporation and our mission. They're going to or have adopted our ball field. They're going to be renovating the baseball field for children to come and play, cutting the diamond out, fencing that area in, resoiling that area so that they can play softball and baseball. That's what it's really all about. They're also going to be helping us with our basketball court. It needs a few little things done to it. But we're just grateful. Those are the kinds of partnerships we need with our organization. We need a volunteer if you want to volunteer. Alton Park Development Corporation is affiliated with the state of Tennessee. For all of you students who are out there, you need to do your community hours. We are registered with the state of higher learning. So when you come here, we can document those hours as community hours. And you know you got to do those community hours, get those scholarships. So you can come here and spend your time with us and let us document those hours. You won't be disappointed. You can come and tutor out here with our kids. You can come work in our community garden. We just have so many different. You can work out on the ball field. There's so many things you can do. We got a playground, 8 acres of that you can help us with keeping up, grass cutting, all of that stuff. So just give us a call, reach out to us, and I promise you, we got plenty of room for all of you who want to donate and to come out and volunteer. And again, if you're over 55, reach out to the Goodwill. They're located at 6401 Preservation Drive, and call and ask to speak to Ms. Higginbottom and Ms. Jenkins and let them give you an application and tell them you want to come out here and work with us.
Mm.
They have a beautiful grant that will pay you to go and work with an organization like Autumn Park Development Corporation. We are a host agency for them. So reach out to them and see if you can get employment with them and tell them you want to work with us. In fact, if you call me and let me know you want to work with us, I'll call them and tell them who you are and they can pair you with our agency. So, anything else you want to say, Miss Benita, about your event or anything else coming up in the future you want to get us prepared for and ready for?
Um, I know MFA is in, Nashville on January 28th. Look out for Steve Presents. You'll see that logo everywhere, Steve Presents, whenever we have an event that drops. So look out for that in 2023 because we'll be doing, multiple events, isn't just an organization for individual designers and stylists, but we're building a community of eclectic individuals to create and give back to their communities. So we want to create a fashion network for everyone, and we want to make sure that everybody is highlighted and create jobs in the fashion industry as well, and showcase and show kids that you don't have to be just one note in fashion. So that's really our goal is to build that community and bridge the gap between all the different communities that we have so far. And I forgot the sponsor, Human Humanities. It's actually a Black-owned printing, um,
Okay.
shop, and they are Mook. He is, really cool with me, and he is around in his 30s.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, so
Shout
definitely if you
out.
need any screen printing or any, direct garment printing or embroidery, they do mass orders. So yeah, Mook, he is in his 30 a millennial creating
Wow. Go, Melinda.
yeah, and Black, so yeah.
I want to also give a special shout out and thank you for the Chattanooga News Chronicle. They did an awesome and amazing front page story on our gala. And you all please support the Chattanooga News Chronicle. They're a black owned radio, sorry, black owned newspaper, the only Black-owned newspaper here in Chattanooga, and they work with so many different people, giving so many things away throughout the year. Mr. John Edwards and Miss Faith Edwards, we thank you for everything that you have done to highlight stories and the African American community. Keep on doing your job and what you do to highlight us in a positive light. I thank you for that. I also want to thank Latrice Curry for featuring us on her show Trends on 3. Um, thank you so much. You're always there and available to show everybody, anybody that comes on your show in a positive light. But thank you for showing Autumn Park Development Corporation a positive light on News Channel 3. She was also a humanitarian honoree. Um, and so I want to thank her. We had seven, Dr. Edna Varner, Judge Philliard with the juvenile court. He's our head juvenile court justice judge. Bishop Kevin Adams. Um, we also had attorney Robin Flores, um, Pastor Alfred Johnson, Dr. Edna Varner. Who did I leave off? I feel like I'm leaving. Oh, yes. Let me not forget attorney Reuben Taylor. You all are some amazing people that have done amazing work in this community for a long time. You are legacies in our eyesight for what you have done to build a better community for all of us. We thank you from the bottom of our heart and keep on doing what you're doing because what you've been doing is working. And we thank you. We thank God for you. And we wish blessings on all of your life. We want God to increase your territory so you can continue to do goodwill for mankind. And you are our 2022 Chattanooga humanitarians for Autumn Park Development Corporation and for the city and county of Chattanooga and Hamilton County, Tennessee. We wish you all well, Merry Christmas, and have a blessed new year. Thank you so much for joining us today on What's Happening in Your Neck of the Woods with your host, Dr. Eleanor Woods, and today our guest, Miss Juanita Rhodes. You all have a blessed rest of the year and blessed new year.